This is Jared Weiss here at Fenway Park after Roma surprised everybody with a late goal to beat Liverpool 1-0. Marco Borriello hitting a volley off of a corner kick, putting it through multiple defenders and just past the keeper in the 90th minute to win it. Another, not a good match, but a soccer match, at least in America, between two premier European clubs, two Champions League clubs. It wasn't the thrilling match that everybody was hoping for, but it did have some exciting moments, and of course the late finish really got the crowd going. Unfortunately, it was with just a few minutes remaining and just before penalties. But we talked to Brendan Rodgers after the match. Let's go to him.
It's the second year, but obviously the second time we've been here in the last couple of years, so it was a great atmosphere. The supporters give us great encouragement and support over the course of the evening. I think it was both sets of supporters were fantastic and made it what for a pre-season game was a really good game. I think exactly the same as last season. It's going to be very competitive again, and like you say, there's probably 6 teams that's going to be up there challenging. So it's, you know, we're really looking forward to obviously getting the league campaign underway. You know, we had an exceptional year last year, and we're hopefully trying to improve on that in our performance level and the end result. And obviously we look forward to the Champions League. And it's going to be great for me to see our young players gain the experience at that level. And I think, as I said, we arrive into this season with greater belief, having on the back of a successful period last year.
Rodgers talked about the U.S. crowd a few years back probably would not have been quite as strong, but in Boston, especially with the Red Sox buying Liverpool, the passion for soccer has really developed, and Rodgers noticed it. It was something that the players noticed, and it was something that he talked about after the match.
Very much so. I think every time I come back to America, I sense the growing enthusiasm for football. As I said, obviously you had a really successful World Cup. You know, to get out of the group stages and to qualify like you've done and go so close was an incredible achievement, and I think it probably grasps the nation, you know, and their interest in the sport. So now I think it's a really knowledgeable crowd here in America. You know, a lot of the channels that I watch when I am over here, they show great coverage, great detail in the coverage of football. So I just think it's just a continuation of the last 15 years or so, where the sport has really grown and got better and better. So the men's, obviously the women's football was probably up there before the men's, but now the men are starting to do better and do well, and I'm sure over the next 15 years it'll grow even more.
Now, Phillippe Coutinho, the young Brazilian left midfielder, had a pretty fantastic game. Whether he was pinned up against the left sideline and was able to escape with the ball, or he was making huge cuts through the middle of the pitch, he really dominated the entire match before he came out later in the game. I asked Brendan Rodgers about his performance and what's next for Phillippe Coutinho in his role with Liverpool. He had some really fascinating stuff and some really high praise for him.
Coutinho's the brain in our team. Coutinho's the continuity player. He might not score many goals, but he's a wonderful reference for the team. As I said, he's the brain. He's the one that gets the team ticking and gets the movement in front of the ball. He goes and gets on the ball. You know, he's a fantastic talent for such a young player. And as I said, he's still gaining his fitness, as you can see, but he makes the crowd, you know, get off their seat. And for someone so small, he's very tough and robust, but a wonderful technician and a great idea tactically of the game.
All right, well, that does it here from Fenway Park. AS Roma beat Liverpool FC 1-0. I'm Jared Weiss for CLNS Radio. We'll see you next time.